Boom, baby, we're live. Welcome to Interview with a Man, episode 729, Make Muscles, where I continue to give a little breakdown on Money Muscles game frame, what it means, and what I have come to realize after taking 5 months off, meeting up with so many of you guys in the private community offline. The Orlando Mega Mansion documentary was just uploaded and has been received so well. We're going to talk about what it means to make muscles, how it pertains to you as a man to get what you want in life, dating, relationships, health, and so much more. So sit tuned, and we're going to get started right now.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit.
Okay, because you don't know how.
Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
In normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content.
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
And
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
It's common sense in every other country in the god world, but here you gotta get out a god Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're gonna attract predators.
God, I love that intro. I feel like it's just mega fire. How are you doing today? Gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on the world today. Interview with a Man. It's me, MLD. And we are going to be talking about so much today on today's episode because I want to break this down because, as you know, my eternal great phrase, Money Muscles Game Frame, is been spread across the world. And I'm so happy to see so many people just use it, steal it like of their own, like when Rolo did on Value Entertainment and didn't give me credit. That was funny. And it's just so happy. I'm just so happy to see like it's just really resonating with the man out there because it's just such a concrete 4-word secret code to help men understand what they need to do in life in order to maximize their potential and get what they want. Tomorrow we'll be covering game, and then we're going to be doing free consultation Friday. So then on Monday, most likely, we will be talking about what do you call it? Holding frame, because that one we have to go a little deep on that because that's pretty in, you know, that's pretty in depth, and I don't think a lot of people understand it. I am writing the book Money Muscles Game Frame, and it's the light version will be free for everybody. We have so much to do here. Moving into the new studio on Monday, thank God. So we're gonna have a great brand new studio for you guys. I'm so excited. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Headhunter himself, Longhold fam. Shout out to you, Lizzie Fordyce. She says, "Oh my God, John, you're looking great." That's no H in that, John, baby, but thank you so much. King Space is Rumble needs hot dude life emojis. Hey, we're working on it. Any chance Sunday Summer returns? It shall, my friend. Hey, John, good to see you, buddy. I missed you. Shout out to Yellow Joe. Says, let's go. MLD, Money Muscles Game Frame is a king, not always a dude. I like this guy. This guy's always traveling around the world. His really cool Instagram. All right. So how's everybody doing? Good morning from Tokyo. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. It's Wednesday for you guys, right? Yeah, I just woke up. Been doing so well. Back super dialed in on the fitness grind. Oh my God, bro. Feels so good. And yesterday's episode was phenomenal. We had a good one. I don't know what's going on. Full on conspiracy alert here. Okay. But yesterday after I ended the stream, I want to see. I'm going to show you. See if my phone's still doing it. Let's see. I'm live now, but I could not access the stream on my channel from my phone. When I was clicking on it, it just wouldn't play. It would like just act as if, there was no input being made. And it's working now. But yesterday I was clicking on when the episode said make money. I would just click on it right here. I'd be like the green one, and nothing happened. Like the animation came out and whatnot, but fuck it. And who knows, man? Who knows? Hey, listen, it's all good. You know what? They can do what they want to do, but at the end of the day, they ain't not gonna stop us, right, boys? And this is what I was telling you guys. It's so important for you guys to come to these live events and actually link up, actually meet up, and exchange information. Get on Signal, get on Telegram. WhatsApp is, exporting your data every night off of your phone, so you gotta be careful with that. But other than that, things are looking good. Hey, John, would we need your permission to make short content using your no, just tag me. Just give me some credit, bro. Help a brother out, trying to get as many views as possible. So happy to see everybody caring. Somebody's actually clipping things yesterday. I saw there's a new feature in the YouTube studio. Oh my God. I did biceps until failure on Tuesday, and like right here, what is this? What do you fucking jocks and you muscle masters? This part right here is just killing me. God in heaven, deliver me from this pain, but don't kill me. Deliver me, healing, Father, in the name of Jesus. Help me out. You too, Muhammad. Somebody help me. Whichever God helps me, I'll serve you. Anyways. Yeah, no, there's it's like some kind of head or something, whatever. Pascal Smith, he says, hi, John, will you bring back the Tokyo Crypto Show on Wednesdays? The answer is yes, and most likely Tokyo Crypto Show Season 2, Sans the Idiots, Charlie and Miguel, will be starting most likely next week. I consulted with the new guy. I have a new guy that is going to be joining us. We actually have a team of people that are going to be joining us. Funnily enough, it's a team of people who are all burned by the crypto mindset, who have joined with me, and we have refined our approach. And actually, we've been working together and analyzing the market and generating a considerable amount of profitable data, to say the least. I'm not going to talk about that on the air, but we will be launching our own crypto community, and we will be giving you guys the real. We already have a course filmed. Okay, the course is already filmed, and we'll be selling that. It's like a very entry level course for everybody, just kind of cross all the T's, dot all the I's. So yes, the Tokyo Crypto Show Season 2 is coming. Okay, so that is lit, mega lit. Okay, shout out to Sohan Tana with the what is that? Is that Filipino pesos? 1,250 Filipino pesos. I think that's pesos. Passport Bros in the house. Thank you so much. That is a great donation you just sent me, brother. What a great way to start my day. Don't forget, the direct donation link is in the chat as well, and we're going to be putting all donations to the new cameras, everything I need to buy. I have to buy about 4 more cameras. Each camera body is going to be about, oh boy, each camera body is going to be about $3,000 to $4,000.
Shut up and take my money.
And then each lens is going to be about $1,500. It's expensive studio we're building here. Yeah. What bad advice screwed people? I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. That's funny. Hey, MLD, roast some that simp Richard Cooper. He's having old hag. Well, he's an old hag, so he's got to have old hags on. You know, it's all good. It's all good. All together now in the hood. Get a superstar. That's what you are. It's all good. No worries, boys. No worries. So let's talk about this. I got a bone to pick, though. Can I rant for a second? Okay. I just want to show you something that like was for me. I just thought like, bruh, like, why are you guys so miserable? Okay. I'm going to show you something I saw on Twitter, and it is like, I don't know. I just think you guys, these people are just fucking crybaby. Okay. So there's a clip going around on Twitter, right? And it's a bunch of guys at a Taylor Swift concert. So I want to show you. It's right here. Don't forget to follow me on my new Twitter account. This is like my 16th or 17th account. Big Daddy Elon has not banned me at this time, thank God. Follow me, MLD Motivation. I'll shout you out. But this guy right here, Vince Langman, right? Or Van, whatever this guy's name. He's some fucking crybaby. He's a MAGA guy, which is okay. I get it. But he says, is there anything more soy than grown men going to a Taylor Swift concert? I'm going to play the clip here. So I actually went to the Taylor Swift concert, the Eras tour in February in Tokyo, and that shit was fucking amazing. Okay. So I see all these guys on the internet and they're like bitching. They're like, these guys are soy and these guys are so beta. Why would you go to a Taylor Swift concert? Bro, I paid thousands of dollars to be like fucking this close to Taylor in Tokyo. I was in the Tokyo Dome. It was like me, and there was oh my God. Okay. There were literally armies of hot girls from all over the world when I was at this fucking place. And on top of that, these girls were so fucking hot. They were gorgeous. They were all wearing short skirts. They were wearing their glittery tops. Yeah, I went with a girl, obviously. And it was just like an amazing time. And then I see these guys and they're like, oh, that's so soy. That's so gay. And when I see dudes crying like that, all I know is that these guys don't get any pussy, period. Okay. If you're going to sit around online and be like, oh, that's so gay, that's not masculine at all. Like, you don't get it. You don't get it. You're most likely not a player. You most likely don't have an abundance of women around you. Okay. And you are a miserable fucking loser if you're sitting online talking shit like that. Here's why. Okay. There's one of Taylor Swift's songs when she's like, blah, 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 blah. Fuck the patriarchy. Right. And they're like, oh, I'm just so outraged. Oh. Like, no, dude, you're so fucking gay. All right. How are you this upset over a woman's words? Okay. You're like, oh, it's damaging the generation. Blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. Okay. When you are a man who gets women and keeps them around, okay, you understand that if you're a real motherfucking G, okay, at the end of the day, you know all these bitches are full of shit when they're talking shit like that. They are so full of shit, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you are a real G and the girl loves you, bro, these girls will throw away their family for you. These girls will throw away their religion for you. These girls will throw their friends away from you. You know, if you got them up here, you got them everywhere else. I laugh when I hear Taylor Swift and these bitches saying, fuck the patriarchy. Because at the end of the day, these bitches suck dick. They get on their knees and suck dick. They suck my dick. Okay? So if you're going to sit there and be like, oh, these guys are so soy and this is just so gay. Like, no, dude, you're gay. I assure you, you're the gay guy. Okay. It is the biggest crybaby cope I've ever seen. to be so mad as a man that you clip something and you go on the internet, you're like, oh my God, what an outrage. America is falling. Again, like I said yesterday, when you're sitting around crying and complaining and being a little bitch, all you're doing is signaling weakness. You're telling the world, I am weak. I am a little fucking pussy. And you think girls like that when you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you listen to patriarchy. They're going to be like, can you stop being such a fucking... We got to go to Rumble, say that word. But you know, right? Write it, spell it out. 6 letters. FAOT. Come on. Okay. Chill. Am I wrong here? Would you swipe right on Taylor Swift? Yes, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Taylor Swift is hot. Taylor Swift was the hottest when she was filming Bad Blood, which won Music Video of the Year in 2015, which caused fucking Nicki Minaj to lose her mind because she was like, my music video is better. Her Anaconda music video, which looked like a fucking scene from the National Geographic. They're like in the jungle and all these like big fat black girls shaking their ass. I'm like, this is art. Like, have you seen Taylor Swift's music video, Bad Blood? That shit is like a fucking movie. So good. Anyways, Taylor Swift's hot. I'd smash. You'd smash too. Come on, bro. If you were in her alone room, Taylor Swift, she's like, come on. She was like, let me suck your dick. You're going to be like, no, because you said fuck the patriarchy. Bro, shut the fuck up. Okay. And you got to know in your heart of hearts that if Taylor Swift gave you the time of day, she'd be washing your underwear with a smile on her face too. But are you that dude? Just a little rant I had there. Okay. If you had to guess, what would you say Taylor Swift's body count is? I mean, it's 30 plus, right? Look at all her ex-boyfriends. And Taylor Swift she's dated everybody. She dated fucking Loki. She dated fucking all these dudes. But like, let her do her thing. What am I going to do? Fucking put a chastity belt on her? So, I don't know. If she said she would finance like 10,000 wiener cards, you'd commit, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. But anyways, so let's talk about today. Today we're going to talk about making muscle, okay? And what it means to make muscle, okay? So the basis of this statement, make muscle, okay? For me, it came from a psychological study, right? That they did a while back. And they found out that men with more muscle have more casual sex, right? Versus more muscle mass, okay? And that right there was something that, I mean, to be honest, right? It's kind of like common sense, okay? But yeah, there's a study that they did, and I've got the study right here. Take a look here. This was done a little bit while ago, so it was before they started nuking, like, fluffing the studies and numbers with like, propaganda shit. Here we go. Lift more weights, get more mates. Research shows muscular men have more flings, partners, affairs. Okay. Women don't just like men with muscles, they go for them. Okay. Men who are more muscular than average are much more likely to have short-term affairs and multiple sex partners than their scrawnier peers, according to a new UCLA research published in the August issue of Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin. Okay. That right there was just talking about, what they did, and they analyzed what exactly was going on. So when we talk about that, obviously, when I say make muscles, it's just for you to have a competitive advantage in the dating marketplace. Okay. And the reason why is very, very, very simple. Okay. Obesity rates around the world are going up. Everywhere in the world, everybody's getting fatter. Okay. The countries that are here on this screen, I'm going to show you here, just like our ranking. Okay. So if you want to go by the rankings here, I want to take a look at this. Okay. Yeah. Shocking conclusions here. I know. Welcome to the Common Sense broadcast. So this is the obesity rate percentage by country. And this is for men right here. Okay. Because we're all talking about men here. So you can see the top 15. American Samoa, where 70% of these guys are obese. And I would also, those Polynesian people, I mean, those guys just like genetically are just fucking gigantic people. Like The Rock. Have you ever met a man from Tonga? When I was living in Hawaii and I was moving to Osaka, right? I was like liquidating everything out of my house, and I put this ad on Craigslist like, hey, just come get all my shit, it's free, right? And this fucking Tongan guy came over. This man was fucking huge. This guy was, I kid you not, probably 6'5" and 350 pounds. And I remember he said, like, thank you. And he put his hand on my fucking shoulder. He's like, thanks, bro. He's like a big, nice guy. Fucking guy named Gabriel. He's a Christian. You know, a lot of these people, there's a lot of missionaries that go out to these like Polynesian islands and they, teach them about God and everything. Big, sweet guy, too. So nice. Christian guy. And I remember he just put his fucking hand. He was like, thanks, bro. And he wasn't trying to like intimidate me or fucking, like mug me or whatever. But I remember he just put his hand on my fucking shoulder. And I remember just feeling the weight of this hand. And his shoulder like his hand took up like my entire shoulder. And I was just like, God damn, this motherfucking guy is a killing monster, bro. Okay. So a lot of these guys in the top here, it's partially due to their diet, but also part of their genetics. But if you look here, after we get out of the fucking islands, you got American Samoa, Nauru, Tokelau, Cook Islands. I'm pretty sure Cook Islands is in Caribbean. Niue, Tonga, Tuvalu, Samoa, French Polynesia, and then you have America, where 41.6% of the men are obese. Okay. So you have to understand, first your normal body weight, okay? And then, the fuck are you doing? What is AdBlock doing? Oh, sorry. First your normal weight, then you're classified as overweight, which is like, okay, you're officially fat, chubby-ish, and then obese is like, okay, you're like scientifically fat in every metric, and you're inching closer to death. Okay. That's where obesity is. 40% of the male population in America. That's 4 out of 10 guys that you don't have to worry about if you're in shape on the dating marketplace. Okay. Women is a little bit higher because I feel like they carry more body fat. Just because, they got tits and shit. Oh, American women are not even the top. Let's see. They're not even the top 10, are they? Let's see. Where are they? 36. Excuse me. Yeah. So obesity is a problem. Okay. Obesity is a problem. And, it's a problem that you can completely control. Okay. I remember I was dating this girl and, I dumped her because she was fucking lying retard that fucking couldn't keep accountability to save her life. And, I remember she was gaining weight and she told me, she was like, I'm gaining weight, but it's not my fault. And I was just like, at this point, I like was already mentally checked out of the relationship and I was just like looking for ways to get out. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, what a delusional fucking person. Your body weight is 1000% all your fault. Okay. Because you're not getting like food raped. People aren't like holding you down in the alley and like shoving eclairs in your mouth. Okay. You have a problem with discipline. You are not taking accountability. And she is eating and getting fatter. And, she was like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm not doing anything. I was just like, okay, well, what we got here.
Retard alert.
It's 1000% your responsibility. Okay. I always say this to guys. All right. If you want to get into shape, fighting and fasting is free. I mean, you burn so much calories sparring. You get such a great cardio workout. I mean, it's just weakness and excuses, man. It is. It totally is. Okay. So, when you sit around and say that the people out here are conspiring against you and it's just, oh my God, I'm just so the victim of the patriarchy. It's no, it's totally, totally, totally within your grasp. Okay. So let's talk about this. What degree of fitness do you need to get in order to have success with dating and relationships and all that shit? Okay. So I always say it is better for you to look like Spider-Man as a man than it is for you to look like Thor. Okay. So Spider-Man is an American superhero if you live under a fucking rock. Okay. And he has a very svelte look, right? I think Tom Hardy, I think, has probably the best look. This is what he looks like as Spider-Man. Okay. A lean, muscular build, like here, right here. This right here. If you can have visible abs like this, and I know for all you fucking big, fucking jocks out there that are like huge and jacked, I understand. You can be like, this guy's fucking fat, whatever. I get it. Okay. But I'll tell you what women like. This right here is beyond enough. If you look like this, okay, and then you just go out there and you put yourself on the scene, you're going to get girls, bro. You are going to get girls. It is that easy. Okay. Now, if you talk about, let's talk about like, Thor. So if you look like this, right? First of all, this image is like CG. Like, first of all, this is like CG, like a motherfucker, and this motherfucker is definitely taking some steroids, which is okay. I mean, whatever, right? Steroids are great, if they're legal in your country. Not medical advice. Don't sue me. But when you look like this, like, yes, girls like that too. Yeah, but I'm telling you, this is more of a niche look, and to be honest, to achieve a physique like this, you're gonna have to commit a considerable amount of time and money and calories. It is hard to look like this. The reason people don't look like this is because this is very, very hard to do. If you have good genetics too, like you just come from a bigger, more muscular background, and you're a guy that's bigger, 6 foot, whatever, then yeah, it's going to be a little bit more achievable. But this right here, although yes, it is a very sexually appealing look, it is, for most girls, they will tell you it's kind of too much. Okay. They'll tell you it's just, okay, the guy is just too much, too big. It's just kind of weird. And then when you're like, when you're obsessive to a degree with like trying to look perfect and trying to look like, super, super, super jacked, whatever, that typically, in my opinion, comes from a place of like insecurity to a degree. Okay. And I'm not, this is not me like sneak dissing these people or, like throwing stones at these guys because I don't look like them. Okay. That's not what this is at all. Okay. But to a degree, and I've had girls tell me this, like when guys obsess over their looks and obsess over their body too much, women have told me like it's a little gay. It's a little gay. Okay. So, it's just a little bit too much. Okay. It's a little bit too much. Yeah, and Brooklyn's in the chat. She's a girl. She says that's cringe, right? Ladies in the chat, please chime in if you have your opinions. I'd like to hear it known. But the svelte look is enough. But at the end of the day, okay, you have to understand this too, guys. Women, they're just gonna like you to a degree because you're a man. Like when you look at some women and you're like, I mean, she's okay. Yeah, I'd smash. You know what I mean? You guys say it in the chat all the time. Like when you say those things, women also feel like that to a degree. You don't need to be mega jacked. I have never, ever, ever been mega jacked in my life. I've slept with 300 plus girls. Take what you will with that information. Okay. And I have been with some fucking beautiful girls. I was dating a girl and she was like Miss Fitness Body Japan. She was fucking hot. She was hot. She was crazy as fuck, but she was hot. She was so hot. And I wasn't Mr. Fitness Chad. I was just me. Showed up on the date, smiling, charming. All it took was one Starbucks, and your boy took a one-way ticket to Pound Town. But I think that there's a lot of things going around in the masculine self-development place that are just like, if you're not jacked and you don't have six-pack abs, then you're never going to get girls. Okay, that's what they say. They think that if you're not shredded, you're not going to get girls, and this is typically coming from guys who don't get girls, right? One of my favorite communities to laugh at on the internet is the black pill community, because the guys who get the least amount of pussy have the most to say about getting pussy and how to get it. And I just truly find it comical, right? That's like Richard Cooper giving out hairstyling advice. Like, really there, guy? You're going to tell me how to style my hair? He's going to teach you some hair loss prevention tips? Okay. And then I'm going to go buy a fucking diet course from Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. Okay. No, thank you. It really isn't something that is so important. But what is important, actually, I got to grab, oh, there it is right there. Got to get the old iPad here, because I want to talk about some things that you should know. I'm going to talk about some things that you should know, and really why it's so important for you as a man to double down, triple down on your fitness. Okay. When I took a month off from training and everything in Orlando when I went, because I was like, when I went to, I guess you guys thought I was like going to orgies nonstop or whatever when I was in Orlando. But actually I was there to help I just like to see my brother's kids, my nephews, my two nephews, and my lovely little baby niece who I love so much. I feel so guilty when I'm not with her, guys. Even right now, I feel guilty that I'm not with her. That it really like rips my heart apart to just see them aging and I'm not there. Really fucking honestly makes me kind of really sad. But hey, you got to sacrifice for the greater good to help you guys out. So fucking pay attention, because my goddamn nieces and nephews are missing out. Okay. When I was out there, I was in full uncle mode. I was just like, with the kids like bring me a bowl of cereal. I'm like, here you go, Uncle John. What I'm gonna be like, no, fucking, what the fuck, man? You're gonna fuck up my macros, you little fucker. No, I'm like, yeah, give me it. I'll eat. What is this, like fucking tricks or whatever fucking sugar cancer shit they feed kids? We were just, having fun, eating hamburgers and going to the pool and drinking Capri Suns and shit like that. So it was a blast of a time. But during that time too, I couldn't exercise because when I go home with my family, I don't want to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go to a fucking Anytime Fitness, like Uber there, Uber back. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. No, I love my family, I want to hang out with them. But when I took that time off, I actually really, to a degree, I did miss exercising. And you really want to get in the habit of exercising for your health. Okay. I've only been back hardcore on the gym program now. Like, dude, it's Thursday morning. I started back on Monday. I feel amazing. I cannot believe how good I feel, how energized I feel, how optimistic I feel, the clarity in my mind, so many things. Okay. Because it's so important that you exercise for fuck dating, fuck all this bullshit. For to be a high performing man, you have to exercise, period. Exercise is good for you in every single fucking way at all. Okay. You need to be in the gym bare minimum 4 days a week. Okay. You need to be training your muscles and you need to be doing some kind of cardio on top of that. Right. So, some things I wish I learned when I was younger, though, because when I was younger, and then I'm one of my number one intern here that I'm training right now is this young kid. He's 24 years old, and I'm just telling him I'm like, listen, buddy, his name's Steven. I'm like, Steven, listen, okay, you are a fucking young man. You're in your 20s. I said, now is the time to be just exercising and eating as much protein as possible to put as much muscle on your body, because he's like really lean. He looks like Tom Hardy, right? Or excuse me, Tom Holland, not Tom Hardy. He looks like Tom Holland in Spider-Man. He's shredded. And but he's definitely lighter. He's probably like 155 or something like that. And I'm just telling him, like, dude, look, in your 20s, you can run through a goddamn wall and fucking heal. Like, in your 20s, you're literally like Wolverine. Like, you heal quick. You can sleep 1 hour. You can drink like $2 tequila and like wake up and do a full day of yard work. Ask me how I know. When I was working at landscape, God, fucking working landscaping in Florida in the summer. Let me tell you something. That'll make a man out of you. All right. God, fucking landscaping so hard. Fucking, post hole diggers and all that. Oh boy. But when you're at this young age, you can exercise so much. And so my greatest regret was because when I was like 21 to 22, 23, I was like living in the gym because I started college when I was 20, and I was almost 21 when I started because I was fucking going to be a church, going to be a pastor and all that shit, got kicked out of that school. And I just remember I was religiously going to the gym, but I wasn't getting fucking jacked. And I was trying to figure out why. Why was I not getting jacked? And the reality was I was not eating enough protein and I was not eating enough calories. Okay. So here's the thing. You need to know what is called your total daily energy expenditure, right? When I went to Orlando, I didn't gain any weight. I just fucking if you look at the Orlando documentary when I was sparring, the only thing is, man, when I go to America, guys, if I eat anything, my stomach gets bloated. I look like I'm fucking 6 months pregnant. Like, I have no idea because, in Japan, like, the food is so clean. I've lived in Japan, obviously, right? The food here is so clean. They have so many regulations against bullshit American food. The meat is clean. The vegetables are clean. I swear, even when I eat the vegetables in America, they taste off. I'm not fucking crazy, bro. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. And then when I eat them, like, my body has some kind of a reaction where my stomach just puffs up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Now, I do unfortunately have a medical issue, which is awful. It sucks. It's called gastritis. And it's when the lining of your stomach is fucked up. And there is no cure for gastritis, unfortunately, not yet. Somebody fucking go with me to Mexico to get some stem cells to heal this shit. But when you fucking have gastritis, like, your stomach is just super irritable. And when I was in America too, like, I just had to go to the bathroom all the time. I like literally eat something and like 10 minutes later I have to go to the bathroom. And I have no idea what the fuck is going on. It could be me. It could very well be me. Okay. But I don't know. I don't think it's me. I don't think I'm crazy. I don't think I'm a pretty smart guy. I just don't think it's me. I don't know. But it was so crazy. Which I said all that to say this. You have to, and listen, and this is especially for my fucking white people out there, my white brothers. Listen, I'm half white. Hear me out, okay? Guys, you guys got to stop eating all that processed food. You people got to stop eating all that fucking processed shit. You motherfuckers are always eating out. You're always going to Chick-fil-A. You're always going to Chipotle. You're trying to DoorDash this. You're trying to Uber Eats that. If you worked in a restaurant, you'd know every time you're ordering food, you are gambling. You are taking a risk, okay? With the cleanliness of the food, with everything, And man, it's just unbelievable how fucking bad that food makes you feel. So you got to be, and it's so bad. Cancer rates are going up. Diabetes is going up. There's an endless amount of bad things in those food products that you're eating that are just fucking killing people. Like I said, people are getting cancer, people getting all kinds of fucking diseases, and you really got to be careful with that. You can't be doing these kind of things to your body. Okay, so let's talk about total daily energy expenditure. It's in the fitness world, it's known as TDEE. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to calculate it right now. All right. Is my ad block not on? Like, what is going on here? Okay, we're blocking all the ads. There we go. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to see any Japanese weight loss drugs. You're listening to me, aren't you? Okay, take a look here. So this is a great way to calculate your body weight and height and all that stuff in order to calculate how many calories you need to eat. So this is just a simple thing. This is tdeecalculator.net. And if you'd like to join me along at home, go ahead, whip out your phone, close point head, put down the bong, sit up straight. Let's make America great again. Let's make you great again. Okay. So I'm just gonna use my my data. Let's see. This morning, how many kilos we got? 84.8 kilos this morning. So I am 38 years old. It's 84.8 kilos. Height is like what, 177, I think. And then you could choose how many times you exercise. I don't like to choose this moderate exercise because it says 3 to 5 days. I like to make sure that I'm kind of I'm underestimating how much calories I'm burning, and I like to overestimate how much calories I'm eating. That way there's room for error, and you can really calculate these things out, with a degree of certainty. So according to this, my maintenance calories is 2,433 calories per day. Okay, so that means if I want to just stay the same body weight, if I eat 2,400 calories, I'm good to go. Okay, I'm good to go. And that is a lot of calories if you're actually at home cooking. I know there's all these people saying like, don't cook. Cooking is gay. Like if you cook, you are a peasant. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, go die cancer and holler at me later, bro. Okay, because home cooking is seriously one of the best things you could do for your health. It saves money and it saves your life, because at the end of the day, you don't know. Guys, if you saw the horrors of what I saw when I worked at Olive Garden, when I worked at the pizza place, when I worked at Chick-fil-A, you would never eat out again. Okay. You would never, ever, ever eat out again. Okay. So here is this where you find out your maintenance calories, right? Actually, let me switch the sharing style. 1 second, boys. Let's go to the entire screen. Okay. So now let's run a quick little check. So, okay. So now here, it's very, very simple. Okay. If you want to lose weight, you just minus 500 calories from your maintenance calories. Okay. So obviously we're going to do a little simple math here. That's my maintenance calories. So let's hit minus 500. Okay. And now you are in what's known as a caloric deficit. And if you're consistently in a caloric deficit, you are going to lose weight. So that's 500 calories. So you're going to be stacking a negative amount of calories that your body needs per day. And then what's going to happen is you're going to start losing fat, because there are 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. So if you take 3,500 divided by 500, that's 7 days. So if you can go 7 days in a row only eating 1,900 calories, and I'm just going to use this for example here, right? 1,900 calories, then you will lose 1 pound of body weight per week. Okay. And if you want to bulk, right, it's the same thing, which I really totally advise against bulking. I mean, unless you're like, if you're shredded or like you're trying to put on muscle and you are skinny, you're like, that's where you're at. But most of you guys are not skinny. You got to focus on cutting your calories. You got to focus on even just tracking your calories, right? So if you were to go into the surplus, same situation, you just add 500 calories. Now you get to eat that. Okay. So when you talk about your food choices too, right? This is actually not that hard to do. Okay. Because being on a diet doesn't have to be bad. Okay. I mean, you can grill chicken, you can grill steaks, you can have tuna fish. Okay. You want to eat healthy, lean meats in order to look good. Okay. If you have an excess amount of body fat, if you have like a round belly, if you put on a shirt and you look, you can see the roundness of your belly, you've got a problem. And the thing is this, and here's the bottom line. Okay. So the more fat you have on your body, the less sexier you are. Okay. Now, there's 2 degrees of sexy. There's physically appearance sexy, and then there's like your aura, your atmosphere, like you are just like how you carry yourself as a sexy guy. And if you have both, you're not going to worry about women whatsoever, as long as you have game. Because I know guys, I've seen guys in my life, right, who are like jacked giga chads, but their bitches talk back to them. Could you believe that? If I was shredded and a bitch talked back to me, well, you're going over the balcony. Obviously, just joking, but you know, my bitches don't talk back. No, you're never gonna see that. You're never gonna see me on a live stream with some girl talking back to me. Okay, that I'm dating with. Hell no. Okay. All that doesn't matter if you don't have game, and we're gonna talk about the degree of game. All right. Tomorrow. But fat on your body is anti-seductive. Period. Okay? Period. The more fat you have on the body, the less sexier you are. Okay? I'm going to show you guys something. Which tab? I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to show you something, okay? Which I guarantee the majority of you guys have no idea who this guy is. But I'm going to show you this guy, bro. I have seen women lose their mind over this guy. Okay. And I'm going to show you like a body type that, you know, this guy is a very sexy guy. He has a lot of sex appeal. He's one of the most popular guys in the world. Okay. Let's pull it up though. I'm going to put the clock. I'm going to put the Jeopardy 30 seconds on the clock. Do you know who this guy is? Tell me. I'd be very, very surprised if you know who this guy is. Anybody in the chat? He is a K-pop star. That is correct. He is he is a BTS member. That is V from BTS. He is ranked. This guy's like consistently ranked in multiple surveys, like the most attractive man in the world. Okay. Now, looking at this guy, like I understand some of you jacked Giga Chads out there are gonna be like, this guy is a fucking. I get it. But I'm telling you, this right here, this body type, this lean body type, is something that girls. There is a large niche. Oh, that's Cartier. That's nice. There's a large niche of women that absolutely love this guy. Okay. This guy has armies and armies and armies of fucking beautiful Asian women and European women. This guy is just popular around the world. Okay. You have to understand how to present yourself in a way that stands out, and not stand out in a sense like I'm wearing a sunflower hat because I watched The Mystery and no, you look like a fucking idiot. That whole peacocking thing was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Can't believe that, but it just shows you just how much guys are totally fucking lost. But yeah, this is V from BTS. This is like a normal photo of him, not all touched up and edited and stuff. Okay. But you could see he's got just a very svelte look, you know, he's there, he's out here, you know, he's got his whole team of fucking people on BTS is like, was the number one band in the world for a very, very long time. They're all, unfortunately, they all have to go to do their mandatory military service in South Korea because they're technically at war. So all the members of the band have to do that. If you watched MMA, you know, Korean Zombie, Kung Sung Jim, he fucking also went to take 2 years off of his UFC career to go do his military shit, which I believe was the nail in the coffin for him if he had any shot, other than, you know, that one shot he had it with Jose Aldo. But that kind of look is also something that women find appealing. Okay. So there's so many different ways that you can look at being physically fit, but I feel like that so many guys are you know, so many guys are overestimating what is necessary to be healthy and also to attract women. I mean, you guys really give these girls way more credit than you should. Like, do you see what they listen to? Do you see, it's like Rick and Morty says, I've seen your boos mean nothing. I've seen what you cheered for, right? Like when a woman talks shit to me, I'm just like, bitch, you know every member of the fucking Kardashian, but you can't even name 10 presidents. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. It cracks me up. Like when that girl on the Fresh and Fit show, the girl who's like a whore for a living, the Colombian chick was coming at me, right? And she was coming at me and she was like saying, talking shit. And I was like, you peasant, how dare you? But I just thought to myself, I'm like, this girl is in pure misery. She's from Colombia, which is a fucking communist shithole. No offense. And she's over here in America and she's sucking dick for money and going to Dubai and people are shitting on her. Like I'd be mad if fucking dudes were shitting on me in Dubai too. You know what I mean? So I can't really sit down and be like, oh my God, I'm so outraged. And when she's like, you're this, you're that. And I'm just like, whatever, bitch, you wash my underwear too. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So there's two things you really want to calculate when it comes to maintaining your physical fitness and health. Okay. You want to calculate, you need to know, all right, what are my maintenance calories? Okay. Because being fat is an abomination. Okay. You gotta get it under control, guys. Seriously. Right. That's that there. And then also you definitely want to be tracking how many grams of protein. And you have to understand, you need to be consuming protein way more than you think you are, actually. Okay. And it's very simple. You need to have 1 gram of protein per, I'm going to write out pound, per pound of desired body weight. And you got to be eating protein like every day. Like it is like literally, it's a mission to a degree. Okay. And you got to time these things out well. Okay. And so it's a dance that you want to do. Okay. Because for example, right, if you have like a cheeseburger, if you have like a double cheeseburger from McDonald's, it's close to 500 calories. Okay. 500 calories. Actually, you know what? Let's do some actual math, shall we? Let's do a McDouble. And if you want to know anything about the food you're eating, you can just type in food name and then macros, right? And then there's a great app. There's a great app called MyFitnessPal. It's free and you can track all your food there. Okay, so let me go ahead. Let's just take a look here. Okay, so let's take a look here. This is the McDouble. I mean, this is, for example, so you're going to eat a McDouble, right? It's 400 calories. Okay. And then let's go. Where's that? Okay, here we go. So 400 calories, 22 grams of protein, 33 carbs, and 20 grams of fat. Okay, so these, now just take out the fact that this is fucking processed food, okay? 400 calories for 22 grams of protein is not really ideal, okay? And here's why. So let's say, because you're trying to, I'm going to use myself for an example. So my desired body weight is 177 pounds, okay? And my current caloric deficit is 1,900 calories that I'm on, right? Okay, so you have 1,900 calories, right? So let's say you minus 400. So that's 1 cheeseburger, okay? 2 cheeseburgers, 3 cheeseburgers, 4 cheeseburgers. So you have 4 cheeseburgers. Or if you eat 4 of those, 4 times 22 is 88 calories. Or excuse me, 88 grams of protein. I still need to get in 90 grams of protein, but I only have 300 calories left. So now we're in trouble because now I'm not getting enough protein. I'm in a caloric deficit. Your body's going to start eating your muscle, not the fat. You have to keep your protein intake high. You have to keep your fucking protein intake high. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about grilled chicken calories, right? Grilling chicken on a grill. Okay, so let's see, 3 ounce, 85 grams of grilled boneless, skinless chicken. Okay, where are the calories on that? 128 calories. Okay, hold on, I keep on missharing. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna there we go. Okay, so now we're in the money. Okay, now you're eating 3 ounce grilled chicken breast. Okay, or 85 grams. So, and you got to get to 177. Let's just make a simple number, 175. Okay, so now let's say, okay, let's just say we're eating chicken all day for simplicity. So you got 128 here. Okay, and so we're gonna do plus another 120. So that's 2 servings, 3. Hold on. 128 plus 128 and it's equal. So that's 2 servings, 3 servings, 4 servings, 5 servings, 6 servings, 7 servings, 8 servings, 9 servings, 10 servings, 11 servings, 12 servings, 13 servings, 14 servings, 15 servings. So you can eat 15 servings of 3 ounce grilled chicken breast. 15. Okay. And so 15 times 26 is 390 grams protein. So you're already way over. So let's just minus 175, your desired. Okay. Now you're at 215. Okay. That's how many grams of protein, or sorry, I made a mistake there. But the point I'm trying to take here is that when you are eating healthier, cleaner foods at home, you have more room to wiggle with your caloric intake. And people who are like, for example, I know Alex Hormozy, he wakes up and his caloric intake strategy is very simple. He's a beast. He's like 200 pounds. He's a big man. He's like fucking a lot of muscle too. He says he just eats enough calories now, or he as soon as he has the day, he'll eat enough protein to make sure he hits 200 grams of protein for the day. And then after that, you can pretty much eat whatever you want as long as you don't go above your maintenance calories, right? So let me just run that by you again, because it might seem confusing. Okay, did that make sense? Was that confusing? Probably was confusing. Let me just clarify for you guys. All right. But the point I'm trying to make is the only 2 metrics you need to be judging are calories and protein on a daily basis. Okay. So let's go back to the calculator. Okay. So we're going to, like, just say, for example, we're going to talk about, let's do Hormozy. I think he's 32, right? Oh, shit. Not 3.2. 32. We got to go to Imperial because I don't know how to calculate that to pounds or, whatever. Okay. He's 200. And I think he's like 5 foot. Is he 5'9", 5'10"? He's not that big. He's like 5. I think he's like 5'9". And he works out. I think he works out 5 days a week. So we'll put that there. Okay. So for him, look at that. His maintenance calories are 2,864. That's a lot of calories if you're eating healthy. Okay. And he needs to get 200 grams of protein per day. So let's just say he's doing the chicken breast, right? So in order to get to the 200 grams of protein, let's just take 200 divided by 26. And he basically has to eat 7.69 servings of this. So that's 85 grams. So let's do that times 3. So that's how many ounces of fucking chicken he would need to hit his macros to get 200 grams of protein. Okay. So again, so 200 divided by 20. Oh shit, it's 26. 200 divided by 26. Wait, am I crazy? Yeah, there we go. 7.69. Okay. So that's how many servings of this he would need to eat. So let's just do that times 7.6. Okay, so then 7.69 times 128. So you have to eat 980 grams of, you have to eat 984 calories of chicken to hit his daily protein need. Okay. So then guess what? His maintenance is 2864. So then, all right. So let's just minus 2864. And now he has 1,879 calories that he can eat for the rest of the day. He can eat that for the rest of the day and not get fat. That could be fucking Twizzlers. That could be Twinkies. It could be milkshakes. As long as you don't go over 1,879 calories, you're in the clear. And that's really fitness simplified if you're a man. Okay. So the thing you got to be doing as a man is you have to be able to understand these things right here. Okay. So the number one most important thing here now is when you have this data. Okay. So if you know your maintenance calories and your daily protein, put it in the chat right now so I can see if you're following along, because if you're not, I'm going to block you. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, put it in there. Let me see what you guys are saying out there, because I'm interested in what your perspective is. Shout out to the people watching me on X. 21 people are watching me on X. What is up? What is up to you guys? So we got Cameron Sanchez. He says 2,100 calories. Illuminati, he says 2,200 calories, 190 grams protein. Good. See, that's good. See, these numbers here are good. And Cameron says from his 2,100 calories, 170 grams protein. Good. Yellow Jack, 1,800 calories, 160 grams protein, 13% body fat, 6-pack. Phenomenal, bro. 250 grams protein. You want to be 250 pounds? That's a lot of protein, bro. Lewis G, what up, man? He says 2,200 calories, 180 grams protein. Are you bulking, Lewis? That seems like a lot for you. Okay. But right there, that's the key. Now, here's a couple of things, too, you have to be aware of. Right. And I'm really proud of you guys if you're sitting through this whole thing, because this is actually really valuable information that a lot of people don't really know. Okay. Now, here's the problem. This is why I'm pretty much anti-eating out. First of all, I cook for a hobby, and every time I go to a restaurant, I just sit there and I'm waiting to get disappointed. I'm wet. I'm just ready for the fucking portion sizes to be shit. I'm ready for my steak to be undercooked. I'm ready, or whatever. I'm ready. I'm ready for being disappointed. Right. There's a few places that I consistently go to that I like. Wolfgang Steakhouse, I believe that they have, it's obviously it's a little bit more expensive. It's like, lunch is, running about 150 to 300, and then dinner, you're looking at 3 to 5. But they do it right. There's very few places that do food right, in my opinion. Okay. And the thing is, when you eat out, you don't know what oils they're using to cook your food in, which is trace calories you don't know about. You don't know the portion sizes, all that stuff. It's just such a pain in the ass, unless you fucking take a food scale with you to the restaurant, which, if you want to do that, you can do that. The big Brandon Carter does that. I do that from time to time. I take my food scale with me, weigh it out, and track it in MyFitnessPal. Okay. But tracking, okay, if you're not tracking, you are slacking. And to top it off, when you know how to cook at home, baby, like here, William Shaw says it perfectly. Cooking at home is a flex for the ladies. It really is, bro. It really is. Girls love it when you cook for them. Okay. So let's continue talking about that. Just Fit says, giving this advice while having lipo is so funny. Yes, I do get liposuction, and I would rather be shamed for getting liposuction than be shamed for being fat. I don't know what you guys want me to do. Am I supposed to go down to the fucking liposuction clinic? Be like, listen, the guys online, they're making fun of me. Can you put the fat inside me? They'd be like, sir, get the fuck out of here before we call the police. Okay. How does this statement invalidate what I'm saying? Just Fit 999. There's your attention you wanted, right, buddy? I know you're at home in mommy's basement. Okay. I know you are. But what would your advice be then? What should I do? Should I just give up my YouTube channel? For all the 100+ people in here watching live right now that find value for this, what should I do? Should I just turn off my computer and just cry? No, because I'm not a crybaby like you. I could say the same for you. I could be like, well, hey, bro, I've made $1 million+ dollars. Have you made $1 million? Well, this, you having a job is just a fucking joke because you haven't had the privilege of making millions of dollars for yourself and several other brands. Not only did I make millions of dollars for myself, I also made millions of dollars for my friends. I'm the motherfucking gift that keeps on giving. You're a pleb at home who barely even has $1,000 in your bank account. Would you like to go down that path? Call me on Friday. Let's have a chit chat. But you won't because you're a coward and you're a pussy. But you're watching. You're boosting my analytics. So thanks because you work for me now. Okay. We got a donation here. Sohan Tanan, cooking is so relaxing and tracking calories and being consistent is where everything happens. It really is, bro. It is the wealth of life. It is the wealth of life. It is the best thing ever. Okay. Joe's funny. He's definitely a brokey being a hater. I love you, dog. You guys are great. You guys that love me and support me, I gotta tell you, I fucking love you and support you guys too so much. You have no idea. I love reading the comments. I love when you guys DM me on Instagram and just say like, yo, your message changed my life, all that stuff. I truly thank you so much. And of course, the cockroach is gone. He did no follow-up on that one. But anyways, let's go back to this. So tracking is so important. Your number one thing you want to do, and I totally advise you as a man to collect more data like this. Oh boy, this is hitting hard. I'm gonna take this out. That one's strong. The point I'm trying to make is that you need to do this for a portion of your life so you can understand how much you're eating or how much you're not eating. You need to see this on the screen in the food scale screen. You need to see this in front of you and be like, oh, wow. Because I want you guys, that's the goal of me doing this stuff. I want you guys at home to be like, oh, wow, I didn't get that. I want to give you enlightenment. I want to teach you to level up. I want to help you edify your life. That's my goal here. Okay. So a food scale is like $8 on Amazon. Okay. Everybody can afford that in the chat except for that fucking hater. Okay. So just go buy it. Get yourself an $8 food scale. So cheap. And then what you do when you cook your food up, before you eat it, put it on the scale, put your chicken in there, and then open MyFitnessPal and be like, okay, today I'm eating 300 grams of chicken. I like to do grams because, I'm in Asia. I'm eating 300 grams of chicken. Okay, how many calories is that? How many yada yada is that? How many this is that, right? And then it's just going to change your perspective. And then you have to understand this too. According to the FDA in the United States of America, do you know that the calories on the label, they're allowed to be off, up or down by 20%? That's a lot. That is a lot to go off by. If you got a 20% salary reduction, you cry, right? It's no fun. So you got to track your food. And I really, 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 really respect these guys. Like every time I see a guy, like, my great friend Lou, I love you so much, buddy. Lou, Andrew, all my jacked friends, Terrence, if you're watching, you're in Singapore though. All my jacked friends, I just respect these guys so much because when you see a jacked guy, you have to understand, is he killing it in the gym? Yes, but the real battle that they win every single day is the battle against calories. They are geniuses when it comes to nutrition. All these bodybuilders, you have to understand, these guys are so, so smart when it comes to that. You have to track your food, guys. And I've been eating, I've been back on my plan and eating clean and, been doing my hot cold therapy, which is like when I go in the sauna and then I jump into the ice bath and I go in the sauna and jump in the ice bath. When you do all these things to maximize feeling good, you can execute it at such a high level. Your vibe goes, your vibration raises. You're just happy. You're in a good mood. You feel good. Your subconscious knows that you're doing everything you can to be as healthy and happy as possible. And that is a chain reaction. That just cascades everything in your life. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you're a guy that's jacked and you doubt yourself if you could start a business, you doubt yourself if you can talk to girls, I assure you, what you have done with your body is exponentially harder. Okay. Because I've never been mega jacked. I've never been like super giga chad, right? I've never been super. Well, I wouldn't say super shredded, but I was pretty shredded when I was 29. But again, when I was 29, I mean, to this day, I remember, you know what I was eating? 200 grams of chicken per meal, 75 grams of broccoli, 150 grams of rice. I ate that twice a day, and then I fucking slammed a 50-gram protein shake. And that's what I did. I did that for like 6 months. I was fucking shredded. Okay. You got to track your food. You have to. There's no negotiation on that. You have to track your food. You can't get around this. If you don't track your food, unless you're genetically gifted, like some of you guys are genetically gifted, you just always have a 6-pack no matter what. I envy you guys. That's a blessing from God, man. I wish I had that. But hey, it is what it is, right? You gotta work with what you got. But you got to track your food, guys. You have to. There's no negotiation about this. If you want to lose weight, you have to consistently track your food. Period. Okay. Illuminati says it's a math problem. 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. 1 gram of fat equals 7 calories. You forgot alcohol. Alcohol is a macro, right? No, I'm just joking. But you got to track your food, guys. Okay. So let's talk about this now. Let's talk about what happens in the degrees of being fit. Okay. So there's 3 degrees of being fit. All right. And you want to oh shit, my cleaning lady's here. Hold on. 1 second. Uno momento.
Time to get paid, blow. Time to get paid. Time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing.
All right, we're back. Okay. Yeah, we're getting cleaning up, and we're moving out into the 58th floor high rise, baby. Kobe. All right. So, anyways, so there's 3 degrees of being physically fit, and I'm going to talk about this, or there's 3 degrees of, trying to look good. Okay. So there is here. Okay. Here is your first step is you look bad with clothes on. Okay. So this is the lowest part. You don't want to be there. You look bad with clothes on. Your belly is protruding. You have a belly that's clearly visible in all your photos. Your face is pretty fat. You have more of a rounder face than you have like the jawline and the nice, lean look. Okay. Looking bad with clothes on. Most people look bad. Most people look fat with clothes on. Most people look bad with the clothes on, right? That's something you really just want to get out of this. This is the worst thing possible. Okay. The next degree is looking good with clothes on. Okay. This is where I'm at. Okay. And you look good with clothes on. Your stomach looks good. You are having nice shoulders, right? You have nice little good amount of shoulder mass. You got your chest is popping. You look good. Your arms are good, right? You look good with clothes on. All right. This is enough for you to have tremendous success in dating. Okay. Like I said, again, being fat is anti-seductive. It is what it is. Just got to, look, we're all men here. We just got to tolerate the truth. Okay. Looking good with clothes on. And then the ultimate is you want to be, keep on double clicking this pen. I got to turn that setting off. You look good naked. Okay. All right. And that's That's the end game. That's the end all be all. When when you have no qualms of taking your shirt off, when you have no problem taking pictures of your shirt off, you are looking good, and you know it. You know when you look good naked. All right. That is the number one goal, to receive the most amount of attention and compliments and sexiness and all that shit. This is your aspiring goal. And honestly, anybody could, unless you're like morbidly or extremely obese, you can get to the looking good naked in 3 to 4 months. The time's going to pass anyways. What are you going to do with it, right? That's Mom MLD always says. The time is going to pass. Okay. What are you going to do with it? But when you look good naked, I'm telling you guys, all right, I'll tell you a story. So I remember when I was in Osaka, right? When I was living in Osaka, I was 29, right? And that was like the most shredded I was. I'll never forget. When you are shredded, bro, these girls go fucking nuts for you, all right? My boy Lou, he's my hero. I love you, Lou. I want to be like you. Okay. My boy Lou, he came down to the Orlando event, right? And we were talking about the significance of cold approach and doing what you got to do, get out there. I said, the real degree of game is, can you really head out, hit those streets, and walk up to a girl and talk to her, have a good conversation with her, and end up sleeping with her? That's how you know that's real nigga shit right there. You are a motherfucking boss. If you walk up on a stranger and be like, hey, you know what? I just want to come over here and say, I thought you looked nice. I want to introduce myself. Lou did that, and he pulled some blonde smoke show down in Miami after he linked up with us. And Lou is certified Chad, okay? He is fucking lawyer Chad, Jack dude, fucking amazing guy. And he was showing me the text messages after he got done fucking this girl and sending her on her way. This girl told him, she was like, you are an amazing man. God bless you. Okay. How many of you guys have fucked a girl and she's hit you up the next day and told you, God bless you? Okay. When you are shredded like that, these girls go feral, because it's like when you get with a girl, for me, my type, slender girl, 34C titties or big 34D's, like the biggest I'm trying to go, because after that gravity starts to win and you don't want to deal with that. But 34C tits, nice flat stomach. When you see a girl like that and you're just like, oh my God, bro, that girl's so fine. That's what girls say when you look good naked, when you are shreddy Eddie. Okay. So these are degrees of making muscle that are out there. Okay. And I just want you guys to aspire to it. Now, again, the only time I was shreddy Eddie, I'll tell you though, I'll never forget this, right? I was 29 years old. This Japanese girl, I was at this international party, right? And I remember this beautiful girl. She's so gorgeous. She like saw me at the party, and I'll never forget. She walked right up to me and she immediately hugged me, which is like super rare for Japanese girls to do that, because Japanese people are just like, they don't touch. They're pretty cold in general. And they don't hug each other. Like sometimes I've hugged a Japanese friend and like they don't hug you back because they're like, they don't know what to do, because they just don't hug each other that much in their culture, right? They're all about bowing and, talking and words and all that. And I remember she came up to me and full on put her crotch flat against my crotch. And like, I just met her. And at the time, I didn't even write body language mastering at the time, but 29, I was like, oh shit, this is in the bag. And I remember this chick was like totally down. So we hung out on that night a little bit. I got her information, and then we hung out another day. I took her on our date and brought her mouse, and we had sex, right? And I remember like I was more interested in another girl that I was seeing at the time, but I just remember this chick, she was fighting to hang out with me. She was fighting to fucking be with me. And I was like, oh, I'm busy. She's like, it's okay. Like, we can just meet for a little bit. I was like, well, honestly, I would invite you over, but my room is trashed, which my room was trashed at the time, right? And she was like, it's okay. She's like, I'm a good cleaner. She's like, I want to help you clean. I just want to be there. And like, this girl was not weird. This girl was like, not like if you look at her at an angle, she's hot. This girl was fucking hot. This girl was smoked. I remember her face to this day. She was just my type too. Like nice tits, full lips, like jet black, shiny hair down to like her mid back. Gorgeous girl. Stunning, man. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And, I just remember like I was on the phone and it was like a 15-minute phone call. And I was just like, bitch, I got shit to do and I don't want to see you. Like, and I just remember she was like fighting so much. You know, I talked to a lot of my Giga Chad friends too. Like in my program, Body Fitness Max, there's a model I hired. He's an Australian guy. He's 40 in the video when I filmed him, just showing you how to do proper bench press, how to do proper squats, and how to do proper deadlifts and all that. Billy, can you drop the Body Fitness Max link in the chat for you guys who want to get my free course? Because it's a free course on how to exercise, understanding the principles of exercising, and it shows you how to cook and make some meals. Parth, if you're watching, you got to download that because that'll show you how to cook and everything. I know you want to learn how to cook. But he was telling me too, like he goes to a lot. He's like fucking jacked and shredded, and he's all over TV, and he's like done McDonald's commercials. He's been on Japanese TV. He's all over the place. And he would tell me like when he goes to these dancing events, like he's like these girls are like feral for him. They like grab him, they grab his dick. You know, he said one time this girl was like forcing herself on him, and he's kind of like a sweetheart, and he's kind of like a a big gentle giant kind of guy. And he was telling me that like, this chick was like literally just raping him. Like, and he said she was raped him and she was on her period too, on top of that. And he said the whole situation was just so traumatizing because she like forced him to come over because they're at an event and she's like, come, my house is right here. My house is right here. And then like told him come over and like sat him down, was kissing him, like his dick was limp. She started sucking it, made it hard, and then like pulled off her panties and jumped on top of him and shit. And she was on her period too. On top of that, it's fucking disgusting. But I mean, what an animal! But I'm telling you, like when you have that degree of physical fitness, you do have a leg up on the whole world. Okay, so it's something you should aspire to, right? And it's not an unachievable goal. Like I said, fasting is free. All you have to do is not eat too much to not be fat. Fasting's free. Doesn't cost you any time, doesn't cost you any money. You save time and money when you're fasting. You don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, you don't have to prep, you don't have to wash dishes, you have to go shopping, nothing. It's so good for you. And it's free. It's free. Okay? There's the course right there, Body Fitness Max. It's in the Rumble, over there in Rumble, and it's also here on YouTube. Okay? So that is what I mean when I say make muscles. Okay, that is the degree of intricacy I wanted to get into here regarding this, because it is very, very, very important for you to not forsake your body. And there's more degrees to this, learning how to fight and stuff. That's a whole other fucking episode we got to do there. But that's the main thing. So, guys, that's it for us today. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment. If you're watching on the replay, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts, and then we'll be back here tomorrow. My alarm just went off. I have to go sign the contract on the new high-rise luxury penthouse that I'm moving into. It's so fucking nice. You guys are going to see it Monday. I'm moving in. And then we're starting the new show. It's going to be so fucking amazing. But until then, don't forget, guys, I'm here for you. I got your back. Money, Muscles, Game Frame. You know the name. It's me, MLD. Peace out.